Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an On the Fly review for you. And this morning I'm talking about Halloween Ends, which was released last night, both in movie theaters and for streaming on Peacock, which is how I got it. Uh, this movie's directed by David Gordon Green, who did the last two films, and co-written by Danny McBride, who wrote the last two films, and stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Bill Batson, and I still can't remember any of these young actors' names. Uh, Set a couple years after the events of the last two movies, which all took place on the same night. Nobody's seen Michael Myers. Haddonfield is traumatized, but has started to move on. With, of course, Halloween approaching, the essence of Michael Myers can start to be felt on the town again. Uh, Meanwhile, at the same time, there's this babysitter who accidentally killed uh, the kid he was watching, and after doing some time and is kind of the town pariah, he slowly starts to lose his grip and starts planning his own, night of Halloween vengeance and terror. Now, what's so absurd about all this is big spoiler here, is this whole movie is promoted to be like the end of the Michael Myers saga, 45 years of terror. Uh, Nearly 60 years of terror if you count back when he killed his sister. Um, that this town has had to live under the shadow of this man's evil. Um, a dozen films about this guy, and this is the conclusion. This is the finale, the end of his story, and he is not the villain. It's the other guy. The other guy is the main villain. Michael Myers is barely in this movie, barely even relevant. I think the film's cold open worked really well, and in the third act, we actually get what this movie was promoted to be: the final battle between Laurie and Michael. Uh, and the very last scene in this movie was conceptually brilliant, but it was not earned. If this is the only Halloween movie you've seen, people can it's supposed to be the appeal to slashers. You could just drop in on part four and not get lost, and then backtrack your way from there if you want. This movie, no. If this is the first Halloween movie you've ever seen, you don't really understand why this town is terrified of Michael Myers. It's not earned. It's not earned in any way. It's just a boring, pretentious film that fundamentally misunderstands what a slasher is and what made the original film so special, as well as the David Gordon Green's first movie so special. I was disappointed in Halloween Kills, but I still liked it. This movie is absolute clusterfuck. I think it was about an hour into this movie, me and my wife just looked at each other and went, "This fucking sucks. Nothing is happening in this movie. Where the fuck is Michael Myers?" It's bad. It's bad. I'm giving this movie a grade A turkey. Not only do I not recommend this film, I highly suggest you avoid this motion picture with every fiber of your being. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.